the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh cards of every single rarity. So I've selected 8 rarities that I'm going to be covering in this video. Common, super rare, ultra rare, secret rare, ultimate rare, ghost rare, parallel secret rare, and starlight. I'm going to showcase my opinion of which card I think of as most iconic for those specific 8 rarities in this video. Now, this is a very subjective video, so this is my opinion. I'm very much open to hearing out your opinions of what card you think is the most iconic ghost rare, or the most iconic ultimate rare, or starlight rare, down in the comment section below, and I will be selecting 3 winners for 3 different rarities: ultra rare, ultimate rare, and ghost rare. Those 3 iconic rarities, I will be selecting 3 winners. Give me your favorite cards of those rarities down in the comments below. So let's get underway with the common card. The common card that I've selected for today's video is Skull Servant. Now, Skull Servant, I think, is one of the most classic common cards that you can think of. It's 300, 200. There's so many 300, 200 cards, but this is one that was from LOB, and you know, it's very iconic. I think not so much from the anime, but just when you think of a common card or rubbish card, Skull Servant comes to mind. It's actually a meme kind of deck. People do run this in modern day. It's pretty powerful as a Skull Servant deck, so that is one of the reasons why I've selected Skull Servant. Now, there's loads of other ones like, you know, Hitatsumi Giant, Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress as well. Heck, you could even also choose Feral Imp, as those are very much specific to the anime, but I think Skull Servant is definitely a card that's very nostalgic and is a king of the rarity of common. Now, super rares was a little bit more difficult because I couldn't actually think of that many, but one very powerful card that I thought of when I think super rare is Raigeki. Now, another Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon card. I think that set's going to have a little bit of priority, not only because it was the first set ever released, but because there were some very, very powerful cards back in there. I couldn't think of anything better than Raigeki. But then again, is there anything better than Raigeki? A Thunderbolt of Lightning coming from Sly for the Sky Dragon's mouth. We're going to get an alternate art for this card. I have that pop up on screen. Let me know what you think down below. That should be coming out in the new tin release this year, so very excited for that. And Raigeki, not much to say. Destroy all your monsters on the field. It's even used back in the day in the Forbidden Memories game when you used to crash down all of your opponent's cards. It was very nostalgic, not only from animes, but also from games and also dueling, as this was banned for very, very long. Now it's actually at 3. So Raigeki is my vote for best and most famous super rare. Alright, it's time to move on to ultra rares, guys. What other than the Blue Eyes White Dragon from Starter Deck Kaiba? The classic Blue Eyes White Dragon. The legendary dragon that is a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible. Very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale. So of course, Blue Eyes White Dragon, most iconic ultra rare. I've selected this artwork and not the LOB one because this is the one that's also got the anime clout. So it's an anime version card as much as it is Starter Deck Kaiba dueled with back in the day. Now, I think this is more iconic than Dark Magician. Sorry, Yugi. Just because Blue Eyes, most powerful vanilla, still is to the day and will never ever change. At least I hope not. So Blue Eyes White Dragon, hopefully you will not dispute me on this one, is the most iconic ultra rare Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time. Now, moving on to secret rares. Secret rares was a little bit tricky. I have selected a secret rare that is, without a shadow of a doubt, iconic. But whether it is the most iconic, you will have to let me know. I've selected Jinzo. Jinzo is my vote for most iconic secret rare. Now, this comes as a secret rare from Pharaoh Servant from the booster pack, but it also had a secret rare from the booster pack tin. So back in the day, I think if you ever had a Jinzo, it would have been a secret. Very unlikely would it have been from Dark Beginning 1 or from Retro Pack 2. So that was also included in Retro Pack as a ultra rare and Dark Beginning as an ultra rare, but secret rare Jinzo, you know, there's some really nice cards like Trihorn Dragon, Gate Guardian, Judgment Dragon, and Dark Arm Dragon as well I was considering, but I think Jinzo takes it as the most iconic secret rare. This is probably going to be a very debated one, so I'm welcome to your suggestions. This will qualify you for the giveaway as well. This is a very highly debated one, I think, in terms of rarity for secret rare. There's so many good secret rares, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd be open to seeing what you think is the most iconic secret rare. Now, as you can probably imagine, the ultimate rare rarity is my favorite, so it's taken me a very long time to decide. And I actually had a big discussion with my brother, who doesn't really collect Yu-Gi-Oh, but he had good influence back in the day and would really play a lot with me. So the card that we have selected wasn't Horus, wasn't Ancient Gear Golem. It's Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman as an ultimate rare. Now, the reason I've selected this is I think ultimate rares, I think elemental heroes. Yes, Horus is extremely, and it was very, very close to being Horus in the video, as well as Ancient Gear Golem. But I've gone for a Jaden card that is a hero and is a fusion of a fusion. It is a cover card. It has everything going for it. If you do not own a copy of this card, now this one's a little bit beat up, but it's still absolutely beautiful. Look at those stars. European Ultimate Rare. Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman. Again, very much open to hearing out your suggestions on what Ultimate Rare you think is number one. But for me, Jaden had to get on this list, and he's got there with his Shining Flare Wingman. And we move on to Ghost Rare. Now, very many Ghost Rares out there. You've got Rainbow Dragon, you've got Honest, you've got Stardust Dragon, Black Rose Dragon. You've even got a Blue Eyes and Ghost Rare nowadays, or Dark Magician Girl. Lots to choose from, but the Ghost Rare that I think deserves the title of King of all Ghosts is indeed Stardust Dragon. Now, Stardust Dragon is the absolute best Ghost Rare in Ghost, I think. I used to think Rainbow Dragon. I think Rainbow Dragon is still iconic, but it is not the most iconic. The white background of the Synchro just does amazing things to this card. I'm telling you, you can almost not see it from time. Look at that angle. You cannot see a thing, only a little outline. Stardust Dragon. You really need to catch the light on these old school Ghost Rares. They are absolutely stunning, as we know how difficult they are to come by, especially in first edition. We are getting a reprint of Light of Destruction, so maybe Honest will come back into fashion. Definitely so. Hopefully Light Swans do. I love Light Swans, but hey, Stardust Dragon, Yusei Fudo's Ace Monster for 5Ds. The Duelist Genesis cover set. You have to give King of all Ghost Rare title to Stardust Dragon. Let me know down in the comments if you agree. So, to make it 8 rarities and not an awkward number like 7, I selected Parallel Secret Rare. Now, this is a card that's quite personable to me. I used to have many back in the day, especially in terribly beat condition. Now, of course, you've got the DDS set of Exodia, Dark Magician, and Blue Eyes, but not everybody had those cards. I don't think they are the most iconic, not the ones I think of, at least when I think of Parallel Secret Rare. It was also very close between the Forbidden Memories promos, which were Metamorphosis, Harpy's Pet Dragon, and also Red Eye's Black Metal Dragon, but I've gone for Valkyrion the Magna Warrior. This card was obviously not a fusion. It is a sort of a contact fusion card of 3 parallel cards from Duelist of the Roses, Alpha, Beta, and Gamma the Magna Warrior. And I don't know, this was everywhere back in the day. I feel like most people had access to this and not the DDS cards, at least in Europe. So that's why I've selected Valkyrion the Magna Warrior as one of the most iconic parallel secret rares. Let me know if you agree with me down in the comments. And now last but not least, the Starlight Rarity. Albeit only about 4 or 5 years old, there are several Starlights that I think are extremely rare and hard to come by, at the same time iconic, but the one for me that really invested me in Starlights, and you probably know where I'm going with this if you're a fan of my channel. The qualifications for this is it didn't have to be a reprint, so like a Stardust Dragon or Black Rose Dragon of a previously iconic card. It had to be a new card. And the one that I have to show you in this video is Red Eye's Dark Dragoon. I think that this is the most iconic Starlight of all time, still to this day. It was such a game-changing card. Very, very powerful. It's very cool. It's got the anime fusion of Dark Magician and a Red Eyes monster, so Joey and Yugi's friendship created and smashed into one card. This is what you'd get. Red Eye's Dark Dragoon. Still very expensive. And I think this is more iconic than Destroyer, Phoenix, Enforcer, IP Masquerade, and Appaloosa. I just don't have those cards, they're quite expensive, but I love Dark Dragoon. Of course, you could replace this. I think this is also very much open to debate, but I hope at least half of you watching this video agree that Red Eye's Dark Dragoon is the most iconic Starlight Rare. So that's it. Those are my choices for the most iconic cards of these specific 8 rarities. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop a huge like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm really excited to see the comments we get on this video. Stay safe and playing, trading, collecting, and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll see you another day in another video. Ciao for now. Peace out.